have Slavia Prague in the Europa League coming up after that. Given where you are in the league and your chances in Europe and so on, does the Slavia Prague game almost take priority over Liverpool?
For me, the priority is Liverpool. We know that if we want to climb on the table and have a chance to be in Europe next season through the Premier League, we need some consistent now in the last 9 games. We need to get a run of winning matches, and the only way to do it is starting against Liverpool. We don't have any margin, and we have to win the game.
Just looking at the Liverpool side, I know you talked about how potent they are. You played them a couple of times earlier in the season in the league and in the cup as well. What do you put down? What do you put their problems down to? That what's happened between then, when they were still looking like a very potent side, and now when they seem to be having all sorts of problems?
I don't know. I know they want to analyze what is going wrong for them. I can't talk about what they've done and what they are still producing. I've seen a lot of games, and the stats will support that. They are, if not the best, the second teams in almost every department that us like coaches have to analyze. But then this is football, and the ball has to be in that net. The final action has to provide a moment to win a football match, and then you have some individuals that dictates as well the quality of your team, and sometimes you cannot predict those things. So I think it's a lot of things.
I think it's the first chance we've had to speak to you since Sergio Aguero's announcement the other day, and obviously someone you worked with, you know. Just give us a sense of your response to his announcement, to his standing in terms of the Premier League, and perhaps just cheeking about that. Now he's available. Is he someone like Arsenal might be looking at?
No, first of all, I think anybody that has been close to Sergio would say the same thing. I think he's been probably the main face, or one of the main 3 faces that has lifted that project. You need some leadership, you need some quality, you need players to create moments to start to build that project like they did, and Sergio is probably the biggest face on that project. It's not only the way he plays, it's his charisma, his personality, it's the way he is. He's loved by everybody at that club. It's sad to see someone living like him, but I think what he's done, it will be there like history.
And his future, where he goes, is he still doing a job elsewhere, whether it's in England, or you still see him getting lots of goals?
For sure. Sergio has a unique quality to see spaces where nobody else can see, and to score goals in a really easy way. So I'm sure that he will find the right next chapter for him.
Will you be picking up the phone to him, seeing if he fancies a move to London?
No, Sergio is. We will see what happens with him in the future.
Thanks a lot. Thanks, Mikel.
Good, thank you.
I just want to pick up on Sergio Aguero. First of all, Wayne Rooney told me yesterday, as far as the best foreign player we've seen in the Premier League, probably Thierry Henry was better than Sergio Aguero. Would you agree with that?
Well, he's one of the best for sure, and the consistency that he's shown at this level in this league, I think he puts him right there with the best. We can discuss who's been the best, but for me, he's one of the best.
And in terms of statues outside grounds, we've been talking about that quite a lot, because they're going to manage to ignore a statue for Aguero, but if they're going to do that, they may as well do one for Yaya Toure and the company. I mean, it'd be hard getting into the Etihad at some point soon, wouldn't it, avoiding all these statues?
I don't know. I think when a club wants to...
For your defensive errors and lapses, and you certainly can't afford to be like that against Liverpool, who, despite their struggles this season, are still very potent going forwards, aren't they?
Absolutely. You know, against this type of teams and the quality that they have, they're going to punish you for every error that you do. Even when you don't make errors and you do everything perfect, they're still able to break your lines, to create an individual action to score a goal. So obviously there is a team that nothing has to be given to them.
And given how far ahead of everyone Liverpool were last season, given that the gap between you two at the moment isn't that big, do you take something from that, the fact that you're not that far away from the team that were runaway champions?
I prefer to look at ourselves. What they've done in recent years has been incredible. Obviously the competition that they were facing with Manchester City has made both teams better. I think they've been pushing each other to a different level that probably we haven't seen in the Premier League. And that's the level that we have to reach to compete with them. this season is so different, so particular. They had as well a lot of issues internally with a lot of big injuries, but it's still amazing what they've done.
Thank you, Mikel.